And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today's a special replay. It's on a brand new map and it was sent to me by the StewardOfDale. It's a 5v3, and before we get started, if you'd like to support my work, there's a PayPal option, Subscribestar, Patreon, and Streamlabs donation link in the description below, along with various methods you can use to contact me with to send through other Total War replays. However, if that's not an option for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about the battle in the comment section below. With that, let's get in with the replay. So, StewardOfDale's commanding the realm of Dale, which is ironic. He's got some Dalian bowmen here, some Bardian marksmen. The Dalian bowmen do not have the armor upgrade. This is the leather vest. When they got the armor upgrade, they have a metal gold-plated vest on top. Next, we have some Dalian spearmen here. This will be 3 units of Dalian spearmen. We've got some Laketown pikemen, 3 units. We have some Seldon River Patrol, 2 units. Good javelin unit too. Epic when they actually throw their javelins all together. Next we have some Greenwood Lumbermen, some Dalian Paladins, Swordmasters of Esgaroth, Athala Rangers, and Dalian Royal Guard. I don't really see the Dalian Royal Guard brought a lot these days, but it's always nice to see them. We'll head this way first, to his nearest ally. But on that way we'll spot some Laketown Infantry and Dalian Cavalry, and also a ballista belonging to StewardOfDale. It also helps to get all the units. Next we have Doors of Erebor, given by Eclipse 2500 of the Dark Cloud. So we have a lot of famous, well-known veterans in this battle. We have some Ironfoot Halberds, 2 units here, make that 3. We have some Ironfoot Warriors, 2 units, make that 3. We also have some Dwarven Miners in the background there. Some Blacklock Engineers, the dreaded crossbow unit, the most feared crossbow unit in Middle-earth. We have some Ironfoot Crossbows behind them. We have 3 units of Ironfoot Pikes, Highborns of Erebor, and Erebor Legionnaires. Strong army there. And over here, we have the first of 3 defenders, but we'll come back to them in a minute. Next we have Gondor, commanded by Dolrelf, who I haven't seen in a while, so it's good to see him again. We have some Marksmen of King Andros, 2 units. We have some Veterans of Ascilia, armoured up all the way, I believe. Yep. We have some civilians. Nemethian Honor Guard, Vanguard of King Elisar, Wardens of the White Tower, 2 units of Fountain Guard, Axemen of Lostenark. This is your basic model with no armor upgrade whatsoever. So this looks like Greenwood Lumbermen really. Looks to be about 2 units of them here. We have some Mithrander's Retune. A little bit odd to bring to a siege battle, but who knows, there might be some room for them to maneuver. We also have some Gondor Infantry. This is your basic model, no armor upgrades whatsoever. And we probably have some Athenian Rangers, which are invisible right now and I can't see them. Possibly some Belfast Marines. Just speculating at this point. But, moving on to the 4th attacker, we have Dorwinian, commanded by Sin of the Dark Cloud himself. He's got some McQuindy bows, some Evelyn Marksmen, looks to be 2 units here. For those who don't know, Sin is one of the developers of Reforged. We have Evelyn Infantry, we have a couple units of them here. Make that 5 or 6. Next we have some McQuindy Pikes, 2 units. We also have some McQuindy Glade Masters behind them. Some McQuindy Glade Lords. That's his ally. And looks to be the rest of his army is invisible. Probably some Nandor Glade Guard in there somewhere. But the final attacker, in any case, is Dol Amroth, commanded by Narius. We have some Tirtha Marksmen, some Doranel Archers, some Doranel Pikemen. Looks to be 2 units of these guys. Some Belfast Marines. Pelican Marines, I meant to say before for Gondor if I said Belfast. We have Blackstone Renegades here, 2 units. We have some Haven Guard. Edhelm Men-at-Arms. These guys are not armoured up at all. We have Predhill Champions, looks to be 2 units of them. We have Edhelm Men-at-Arms. Tirtha Marksmen again. Some Haven Knights, really good melee cavalry unit, some Belfast Marines again, and some Dornell Archers. Just wanted to double check, make sure. I think this is 2 units. And over here we have Well, the first of 3 defenders. Viper Action, commanding the realm of Rune. We have some Camille's Dragon Knights here, way out here. Don't know what he plans to do with them, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Moving into the city. We have some Log Narim, Log Gamprim. We have some Eastron crossbows. These guys don't appear to be armoured up, they are not. We have some Log Scion Rim. Looks to be 1 unit there. We have more Log Narim, Log Scion Rim, Log Flag Rim, Eastron crossbows, again not armoured up. Some Camille's Shadow Guard, which should be a couple of units of them here. Some Camille's Chosen, more Log Gamprim, and Dragon's Wrath crossbowmen. We'll keep an eye out for any additional units, but like the Shadow Bows for example. But moving into the city, who do we find next? We find another runic army commanded by Lang Hall, another well-known veteran. He's got some Log Flag Rim, some Log Scion Rim, Log Flag Rim again, more Log Gamp Rim, a couple of units here, Log Narim. We have some Eastron crossbowmen. These guys do have their armor upgrade, hence the silver helmets. Next we have some more Log Flag Rim and Log Scion Rim, and some more Eastron crossbows armored up. Alright, making our way further into the city, we might find more Lang Ho units, which we do. He's got some Camille's Chosen here. And the final defender is Mr. Sneakman. He's got some Nereid Stormguard here. But I'll find all the units around the city. We have Log Gamp Rim and Dragon's Wrath Cannon belonging to Langhole. We have some Nereid Halberds, some Variag Bowmen, Nereid Footmen, a couple of units, some Brotherhood of the Spear, protecting a choke point. We have some Variag Warriors, Brotherhood of the Axe, looks to be a couple of units of Brotherhood of the Axe. Some Nereid Halberds, more Variag Warriors, and Nereid Footmen just mixed in together. And what we got up here? We have a second unit of Nereid Stormguard, but his general is in this unit. Just a little bit detached from the rest of the army. And over here is the cavalry units we saw earlier, belonging to Mr. Steakman. He's got some Brotherhood of the Lance, Nereid Windblades, 2 units of Variag Horse Archers, and Variag Cataphracts. So a strong cavalry force here for Khan, which is his strength. And he's got room to maneuver as long as the attackers are outside the city. But for now, let's get the siege started. Enjoy. Now, because Rune is so close, or sorry, Khan I should say, so close to Dale and Dwarfs of Erebor, I'm surprised if Mr. Steakman doesn't move up the Variag Bowmen and start firing on Eclipse's army, because right now this is a perfect time to fire in. Eclipse is maneuvering his army in a way that's actually forcing his army to bunch up, and so he can get a lot of extra free hits on a lot of Dwarven units all at once if he starts firing in right now. So the fact that Mr. Steakman isn't taking advantage of this is really shocking to me. But there could be a reason for that. They might have a grace period of a few minutes where they can't shoot at each other. That could be the reason. If it is, that's bloody unfortunate for Mr. Steakman. That is a perfect target, and I'm really sad he couldn't take a shot at him. But a grace period is a grace period. You can't fire on your enemies if a grace period is declared, which could be the case here. Well, if there was a grace period, it doesn't exist. Oh, nice work! Lang Ho's taking advantage of it. First mistake made by the attackers here today. When your army's bunched up, guys, you're very vulnerable. You want to make sure your opponents don't have anything that can be used against you to kill your troops quickly, like the runic cannon. Okay, we got Khan firing in now, but it's a little bit late. That fire is actually coming from the Variag Horse Archers. Not a bad target, shooting them in the back. Not as much armor there, we'll get more kills. And deal more damage. Now, could the Variag Bowman get here right on the ledge to fire down? If he could, that'd be so cool for him. Alright, we've got some movement over here, let's have a look. Okay, Camille's Dragon Knights looks to be retreating. Got the Glade Lords here, along with the Haven Knights. 2 big heavy hitters of the Lamrock and Darwinian. Not something that Viper Action could really survive very long in a fight with both. He's going to go in for a charge. He's going to get a good charge on the Haven Knights. But he's got to pull out or he's toast. Here comes Sin. He's been caught in battle. The unfortunate thing for the Camille's Dragon Knights is every enemy unit here is a heavy hitter in melee combat. But surprisingly, the Camille's Dragon Knights fared excellent against the Haven Knights. They got a lot more kills on them. So that was a good first skirmish there from Viper Action. What's going on over here now? Mr. Stingman's preserving his ammunition. We got crossbowmen ready to shoot at the walls as soon as they come in. The defenders using the terrain for their troops very well. Lang Ho withdrawing his cannon. He obviously wants to save it for something else special later on. As well as their airborne have a lot of muscle. If you're going to use your cannon on any faction, you want to use it on a faction that's stronger than you. And the dwarves are far stronger than the infantry of Khan and Rune. Easy. Okay, Dwarf Miners have gone in. Neurat Footman should get back into tight formation. I think that's what he's doing. Looking at the map, this appears to be the early engagement currently going on. And Arius and Sin look to be moving towards the choke point to the east. Okay, we've got Barrack Moment firing into the Bardian Marksman. It's a decent target. Look at those guys firing out. Crossbows. Crossbows are firing. Okay, we've got Daily Bowman here firing at the Loc Narim. Yeah, a little bit hard to hit lobbing crossbow bolts into troops in loose formation. But troops that are in a big blob are far easier to hit. Now, could Langho have got a shot here on Inari, on Gondor and Dolarelf? And StewardOfDale? He could have. The cannon could have been placed right here. And looking at the amount of troops all clumped up in this position, another missed opportunity there. You see Langho moving his cannon around. He could be thinking the same thing now, but it might be too late. We see the players moving their armies now. They were bunched up before. I think he's missed the boat. Got a few units here facing off against each other. What we've got Belfast Marines over here, a little bit out of place. We have some Loc Narim, very much out of place, and could be exposed to Sin's cavalry. But fortunately for him, they're nowhere to be seen. Now, I think the Loc Narim making a huge mistake firing on the Dornal Swordsman. They're a light tier archer unit, not worth the ammo at all. Belfast Marines, I say yes, are worth the ammunition. And if Viper Action can get a charge on these guys, he should. Anarius is leaving a lot of his troops here exposed. This move by Viper Action does confuse me somewhat. And we have Sin coming, this was what I was afraid of. It's time to withdraw. He's in trouble if he doesn't pull back now. You can't hold both players back with one cavalry in. Sin's. He's not moving the Loc Narim. Sin's going in. He's going to get a charge on him. And we have a first mistake from the defenders. Missed opportunities are not mistakes, for future reference. Missed opportunities are simply that, missed opportunities. But this was definitely a mistake on Viper Axe's part. I don't know why he exposed his archers this way. That's a good archer unit with pretty much full ammunition gone. That could really hurt the defenders later. Or really hurt Viper Axe's defense. We'll see. Now we got a lot of troops here. Lang Ho choosing not to fire his eastern crossbows. His barrack bowmen, however, are firing in. He's aiming for the outlying units to avoid friendly fire, but maybe he should try to fire at the Ironfoot warriors if he can, just to see when, just to see how many friendly hits he can get. See, this unit's firing in. Okay, that happened. Okay, crossbows are loading up. Where are they going? Okay, they're firing into the blob. Brotherhood of the Spear should hold out here for a while. Ironfoot crossbows being targeted now. They're in loose formation. And Lang Ho isn't losing a lot of troops very quickly. Now he's better off firing at the blob. Especially with more dwarves coming in. Yeah, Mr. Sinkman's doing it. Okay, we've got the Dalian Ballista firing in as well. Probably not the best time to fire the cannon. You could be going for the Ironfoot crossbows, maybe. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, the crossbow fire is definitely helping out this defense. So there's one thing the crossbows can do is deal high damage. Mr. Seaman exposing his brotherhood with the axe to arrow fire instead of just keeping them safely behind a building until they're needed. We've got Lang Ho moving up another crossbow unit. I don't know why he doesn't put them on the hill like he did with the other unit. But, you know, he might have his reasons. Sin and Anaris are a little bit slow to begin their attack. I wonder if that's part of some sort of grand strategy. Lang Ho's not bothered by the enemy fire at all. He's not taking casualties very quickly, I think that's why. Getting a little bit of friendly fire. What you should always try and do is target the unit that you think is furthest away from the front line. That way the majority of your fire should hit from where the back line begins to just about where the front line starts. That way you get about 1 or 2 friendly hits at most. You want to try and keep that friendly fire down as best you can. Then we've got Southern Wolf Patrol firing in. Yes we do. This is where those crossbows become handy. Oh, kill a bunch of the Vanguard of King Elisar. And there's the Athenian Rangers. The Runic Cannon Bolt spooked them. It's firing again. Okay, looks like both bolts hit here. He's continuing to fire. He obviously deems it worthy enough to use the ammunition here. Okay, crossbows are targeting the Dwarven centre. Lango knows what he's doing. He's targeting the enemy's strongest point of attack. Maybe he wants to save the ammunition for later, I don't know. But we've got a lot of Mr. Sigmund's elite troops here. So when these guys falter, hopefully Lango has something in the tank to replace them. Because I think Mr. Sigmund is going to use both his units to both with the axe. Alright, we're getting close here. What have we got here? We got Anaris trying to find a way in, it would seem. Can he find a way in? It looks promising. It appears he can. But it looks like we got Viper ready for him. Yeah, he's holding the pass. We got Ever Marksman, I think. Where are they firing at? Targeting another unit of Langho's crossbows. You must have 3 units of these things. He's taking a couple of casualties there. But Langho just moving them around. Again, the attack not beginning just yet. Anaris has gone for the back way, so Sins and Anaris' plan obviously is to assault here and here at the same time. And also here, so they're sort of stretching out their resources a bit. We'll see if they can pull it off. Because I don't know if we have Anaris sending a section of his army over here to fight in this choke point. Because the way it should work is Anaris takes a small section to fight over there, a small half of the army to fight here, sends his half here, and challenges through in here. Maybe. We'll see what they do. It's going to happen soon. Are the crossbows out of ammunition? Yes, they are. Okay, very bowmen, but they're not firing. Okay, defenders putting a lot of pressure here in the attack. You've got to be careful. The thinner this defensive line becomes, the more easy it is for the Black Hawk engineers to do some real damage here. So hopefully Langho and Mr. Stinkman are ready for it. Black Hawks are kind of like the witches. You've got to keep an eye on them. You've got to work out where they are. And if you see them come and you've got a big blob of your own men together, disperse the blob immediately. Or watch your own destruction. A ballista works just as well, and credit to Mr. Seekman for seeing the danger before it happened. He got the Neuro footman out of there. There's still a lot of troops here that the ballista can do a lot of damage on, but at least it's not targeting this unit of Neuro footmen. It could be that the ballista was trained on them because I saw a couple of ballista bolts going to the side of the hill here. They're struggling to get a bead on the defense. It is 25 to 21. There's the Black Hawk Engineers. And the defenders now are pretty vulnerable. If he could try to place his Black Hawks right here, he could essentially fire in, take out this whole unit of Brotherhood, well not a whole unit of Brotherhood of the Axe, but take out a lot of units of Brotherhood of the Axe, pretty much all this unit of Barrier Bowmen, and a lot of Nearad Halberds in one volley. But fortunately for the defenders, Eclipse is moving them over there for some reason.
Only half the enemy force
Okay, it looks like his plan is to use the elevation to get some fire on the front line here, coming this direction. I think the Reading Cannon was trying to take him out. But this is their plan. Fire this way, take out all the troops in this vicinity right here. So, Mr. Sinkman has got to move it. He's got to get those troops out of there. Black engineers are loading up. I've got to run. Let's see what the Black Ops do. Where they going? Oh, you don't want you don't want to see this. You don't want your Black Ops lobbing their bolts. The whole purpose, their special ability, their advantage, is that they can body pierce units for at least 100. I've seen it go like 400 meters. Hit one unit, go down a hill, and then hit an enemy unit that wasn't even focused on. But lobbing a bolt pretty much reduces them to a regular crossbow unit. You don't get any of their extra damage. It is their speciality. And Eclipse is sending his high voltage airborne, so both players, both teams, are sending a lot of their elites in early. We're not even at the halfway point yet. But this defense is struggling, as is the attack. Unfortunately for the defenders, it looks like the attackers have a bit more gas than the tank. So unless they can bring up more troops to hold this pass, they might have to rethink their defensive strategy. We've got Nero Windblades in the background here. I was wondering what happened to the cavalry here. Nero Windblades still pretty much at full strength. What we got going on over here? We've got Varia Horse Archers here, we've got the Varia Cataphracts, follow the Lance, so Mr. Sneakman has not really used any of his cavalry yet. This is the first time we've seen him use a unit that he had. Now the Windblades have a great charge, so it's a little weird to see them struggle. Marksman and Andros out of ammunition. Sneakman looking for a target. Where's he going for? Couldn't be seriously going after the fountain. No, suicide. Okay, it looks like Sin's attack is underway. And it looks like he's going after StewardOfDale's ballista. What we got here? Some Dalian Paladins trying to get to their ballista. Steward could lose his ballista. Okay, they've ditched the ballista, but I think it's a little bit late. Ballista crew down to 22. They're down to 18. That's still okay. All three ballistas should still be operational. We've got Dalian cavalry coming in, but that shouldn't worry the Windblades too much. Yeah, fires from the locomotive, obviously. This unit like getting being targeted. Oh, Wagner's in a great position to use these crossbows. We've got some criminal shadowbows firing in to Northern Swordsman. There might be light tier troops, but it don't take a couple of volleys to do a lot of damage to these guys. And there's less pressure on their own defense later on. So, you use like a 1 or 2 volleys or you've got a piercing ammo, or something like this. But his criminal shadowbows are under fire here. He needs to get his locomotive firing on the dominant archers. And we've got tier 10 marksman here, so viper action is probably time to pull back. Or fire in to the tier 10 marksman. Because Inaris has his guys in tight formation. This does favour the shadowbows. He's losing troops quickly. Yeah, they're pulling back. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose them. They're like that rim, however. They can keep going. Seriously, Martin is still trying to target the shadow bows. Oh, nice. This is a good position here. Unfortunately, he's still being fired upon. He's between a rock and a hard place here. We've got Sin trying to shut him down. Whoa. Is that a general? No, it's just a regular soldier. I think Viper Accident's in danger of losing his bows here. Okay, looks like the Locate Room will provide some cover there, which is probably a big sigh of relief there for Viper. Probably get the crossbows up here to fire on Sin's troops. Sin's doing his best to weaken this defense quickly. Windy bows in a great position. This is where the crossbows need to get to work and fire on the McWindy bows. Viper needs to get those archers firing again. Bit of friendly fire there from the StewardOfDale. Probably not worth it. Viper Action's defense is waning but holding at the moment. Now the crossbows need to start firing here. But he's under heavy pressure, so he's struggling to find a shot. The fence is being stretched thin here. It is 47 to 57. Down to 50. All that fire, and I got a few kills with them from the bows. And Sin's breaking through, and Viper Action is on the run. Langho is also pulling back, but the defenders pulling back. And it looks like Gondor, Erebor, and Dale have broken through. Now, oh, this could be bad. Delarelf being caught sleeping here. This is a nice counter from Viper. He mowed him down. You should try and get some more hits on them as soon as you can. We've got some veterans of Gilead that are also vulnerable. Delarelf has really left himself exposed here. Delarelf lost about 20 rangers so far. Viper's trying to take advantage of. He should try and use this unit until his unit breaks or it's spent. I mean, he's got so many targets here he can get his hands on. They can help out his team. He should do it. Granted, he probably should have stopped going after these guys because these guys are uphill. An uphill charge is never easy. That being said, you did fling some people into the air just now. We've got some Attila Rangers here. That's definitely something I would zone in on myself. And we've got Dale in Royal Guard. We've got StewardOfDale's general here exposed. The Fountain Guard has just swept in. Oh, he pulled back. I think you could have run around him. I think you could have done that. He's got to be running out of ammo soon on that cannon. Well, we've got some elite troops here. I think Mr. Stinkman's general's in this fight. He did have 2 units of Storm Guard. Yep, there's his general. And we've got some Alpha crossbows firing in. The Dragon's Breath cannon might be forced to try and take him out, if he can. But I'm surprised there's no fire, no return fire there. We've got Eclipse's general in the thick of the action too, so we've got some generals here. Okay, what have we got here? The Cumulus Dragon Knights should be able to take out the Dalian Spearmen. I've seen cavalry units do it with these in the past. Okay, what's his plan here? Oh, the Dalian Paladins! Again, attackers leaving critical units exposed. I think Sin's trying to run defense for him. Here we go. See? Mowed him down. Sin did his best, but it was too late. But that charge did cross the Dragon Knights. They lost half their unit there. Now will he go up to the Dalian Spearmen, I wonder? No, he's just going to run by them. Or run into them. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't the intention. Now, Fountain Guard, Dollar Elf's learned his lesson.
Our ally lies dead,
yeah, okay,
slain by the enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
That was the, I think, Eclipse's general there. You can't go this way. I mean, what have we got here? Seriously blocking them off. A unit of Southern River Patrol? Cumulus Dragon Knights will chew these guys up for breakfast. Viper Action should charge in right now, while he has a chance. Can't really use his Dragon Knights up here later. There's hardly any room to move. It's a big gamble. Langho's got his Camille Shadowbows. Haven't seen him use it yet. And we've got Bathcloth Sapphire Bladesman coming up. Okay, Mr. Stinkman had used both his Nearad Stormguard here. And he's got into the ranks of the Armful Crossbows to shut him down, that's good. And we've got Fountain Guard from Delaroth being moved up to support this attack. It does need reinforcements. They're going to go after the Fountain Guard for sure. Yep, there we go. Doesn't look like they have the elevation though. They only got a few units firing. And he's going to maneuver them around. This defense is getting a little bit thin in the center. It's weak on the right flank.
By the grace of God, our men have slain the enemy general.
That was
Without
Mr. Stinkman's
him,
general.
His troops will lose their will to fight.
They're under a bit of fire here. Marksman Candaros firing in. This is Khan's best infantry. But they need support. They need a unit to bolster the centre. But if they do that, they're also exposing themselves to the Marksman of Candaros. But Yelako is setting up a unit of Light Gamprim, so we'll see what that does. Okay, Kabul Shadowbows are in a great position, but they're not firing. Same goes for these from crossbows. I get they're under fire from Pini bows, I get that, but come on, man, that target's just too tempting. Where's the Dragon's Breath cannon? Does it still have ammunition? It's just sitting there. We got crossbows here, crossbows here, crossbows here. We at least have 2 units of shadowbows. One of them should be used. Come on, Sin is screaming right here. Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. At least he is to me. And we've got Dragon's Breath cannon here. Not Dragon's Breath cannon, Dragon's Breath crossbowmen. Not bad. Said the wrong word. This target is just too good to pass up. I don't know why they're passing it up.
The battle is very much in
if
our
you guys
favor.
walk me through your thoughts at this stage of the battle, rest assured I'll listen to you.
Ours.
And if it's a good reason, then, you know, it is. It is what it is. I'm sure you have your reasons for not firing or using some archer units there, so I'm just keen to know what that is. Like, let us know what you guys were thinking at this stage of the fight. So it looks like this defense will hold for at least 5 more minutes. Viper's doing his best to hold. Dragon's Wrath crossbowmen being moved up. Come on guys, get to work. See what you can do. Excellent. And since Sinep has handled Blago, I guess he doesn't really have a choice, but
our men are winning the battle.
This is making
if
them
we
vulnerable
continue
here
like this, we will
against
smash
crossbows.
the enemy.
Crossbows are tearing them up. Right now it's 62 to 76, still heavily in favour of the attackers. And we've got the Quinty Glade Masters being sent here with the Quinty Pikes. There's decent crossbow
The
fire
enemy
coming in
army
now.
runs. We must pursue and hunt them down.
The Dragon's Breath is mowing them down. Okay, we've got the crossbows retreating, but they've done a fair amount of work. But they still have ammunition. Oh no, they're out of ammunition. Looks like they only had a few bolts, similar to the Blackhawk Engineers. Looks like we've got blade lords, and it looks like Sim was trying to get up, do a small pass up here, but I think Viper Action saw the danger and moved to shut that idea down. But the attackers here are getting some good fire here on the defensive blob as well, especially on the right. The right flank is far more vulnerable to the archers of the attackers. 65 to 79. They're firing it. Okay, they're going after the Mokwindi bows. These Mokwindi bows can really take a hit. You've got to give them that. They're really tough. Okay, we got Viper actions, crossbows moved up here, not being sent into the fight like I thought they were earlier. Okay, Dragon's Breath Cannon is in a good position here. We could get a lot of good hits. And Lang Ho is moving it up. He's planning on striking. This could be bad news. He's not firing yet. They're under fire, so whatever they're going to do, they have to do it quickly. This is going to be annoying Lang Ho to no end. He's just thinking, guys, come on, do something. Move or don't move. He's just got to start firing. Here we go. They're firing. Excellent work. A little bit more to the right, but we've got a lot more kills and taken out a lot of the rangers. That could be his next target. They're still firing. They were firing. Okay, crew down to 35. Yep, still down to 35. Crossbows could start firing in. Even the Balcom tribesmen should have
the
an angle.
enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
This is going to be annoying. These men are being shot at and they're just sort of spazzing out a little bit.
It is coming for us.
Okay, they're down to 25. I think they will get out of there. These shadow bows though are pretty exposed. The other rangers firing on them as well. Probably time for Lang Ho to pull them back. They're taking casualties very quickly. They're down to 63 already. 59.
Our ally lies.
Okay, there goes Sin's general. Looks like he got through.
The enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
Hopefully Lang Ho pulls back.
It is coming for us.
Yep, he's pulling back now. Down to 48, so they lost more than half. Got back on Sapphire Bladesman here. Quinny Glade Lords are harassing the defensive troops. The Camille's Dragon Knights trying to shut him down. Wanderers and Emerald firing in.
It is coming for us.
Sapphire Bladesman trying to use up their ammunition. 75 to 88. So they need more crossbows, more firepower over here.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So we've got some Southern River Patrol here. Oh no, Belfast Marine's firing in. It's decent fire though. I think the last of the Glade Lords have just been killed. Each one crossbows down to 45, still have their bows out, but a moving position.
Lord be merciful, we have lost half of our men.
90 to 78. So despite all that, the attackers are still breaking through at the moment. On both sides. Down to 10% variance. Got more Fountain Guard coming in. Full unit. Okay, Vanguard King Elsar being sent up here. Defenders simply just running out of troops. Defenders just can't seem to hold back the tide. Slowly being overwhelmed. Okay, we've got one player mini defeat. That's probably Viper action. Or it could be Mr. Sneakman. That's the enemy's units. Eastern crossbows reloading. So you got Ruin trying to get as many kills as you can here. Yeah, see, that's a good angle. Here come the Haven Knights, they'll shut them down. So it looks like Anaris' general was in the Haven Knight unit. He was lucky not to lose his general to Viper action earlier in the first engagement. Slammed into the Vanguard of King Elisar. They're down to 18. They still have ammunition.
Our men are winning the battle. The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the Corps to hell.
Okay, that was Langho's general. Alright, it's 91 to 97. It was a good fight back, but I think they've just run out of troops. The Mill Shadowbows and the Dragon's Breath Cannon, I think, are the only things left. So all times 6 meter, I think, to the end.
The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the corps
Viper
to
Action was
hell.
still fighting over here. I thought all the troops here were overrun. So, congratulations to the attackers on their victory. StewardOfDale getting 1,187. Eclipse 2500 getting 1681. Dollar Elf 740. Sin of the Dark Cloud 478. Enarius 822. Viper Action 3,000 for the defenders, 3,395. Lang Ho 2,543. Mr. Sneakman on 2,925. Taking a quick look at the kill count. Downward Guard 87, Southern River Patrol 155, and 211. The other range is 138, and those were the real standout performance for him. The rest of the units did horrible to alright. I say horrible because one unit, Left-Hand Pikeman, literally got no kills. In any case, thank you to StewardOfDale for sending the replay, and I enjoyed the map. It's a very good map. Well done. This is Scouts Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.